Man, these guys talking big topics. Guys like this, allergic to small talk. What's the weather? Achoo! You see the game? Achoo! Miss me, bitch. It's big topic.
What up? We're
Oh,
live.
we're talking Tony Hawk, baby.
Talking Tony Hawk, baby. Let's do it.
We solved
Part
this
two.
in part one. Tony Hawk, first guy to do the 900. We're
Yeah,
just
it's
riffing
over.
on skateboarding, bros.
Yeah,
Let's
we've
talk
got
shop.
a lot to talk about. I teased this at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
This is a mix between grinding and shoes. And grinding, by the way, before I get into this, grinding just like by itself was a big thing for me and I think
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh, my
Because
God,
in the
yes.
game, all you had to do is push triangle, right?
Yeah.
You just hold down triangle and you could just grind to your heart's content.
Grind. And then throw,
It's like,
push one of the D-pad buttons.
Yeah.
For a different grind.
oh my God.
Pretty sick.
And the points pile up. I
Oh
mean,
my
as
God,
a kid,
yeah.
you're just like, it's just nailing your pleasure center. It's points and grinding.
Were you a big manual head?
Oh my God. THPS2. That's why
Yes.
THPS2 is so big in our neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You could just manual connect everything.
Like doing the revert and all that.
Oh my God, dude.
Dude, so
Don't even get me started.
not to derail from where you're about to go. But,
derail. Nice that.
Dude, yeah,
That's
I'm
nice that.
skateboarding puns all days today. I bought so as I mentioned earlier, I'm not really a gamer. I did purchase a Switch though when I thought the world was ending in the very beginning of COVID, and it was like super hard to get Switches because everyone thought,
was it really?
Yeah, and so but I managed to find one, got it, and then played probably Mario Party a couple times, Mario Kart a couple times, and that was about it.
Very sick.
But then maybe like around a year ago, give or take.
Year and change?
Yeah, year and change. Thank you. The Tony Hawk remastered games came out across platforms. So I bought it for Switch, was so stoked to play it, like fired it up and was just, I was like, wait till you see how good I am at this shit.
You could be grinding all over the place, dude.
Dude, on Switch, the revert, not available.
What?
So the whole time I'm playing, I'm like, so I played it the one time and then I was like, fuck this.
What the hell?
That's the only way I like to play it. Cheating, as I say, but
you got to link, dude. You got to link all your. I mean, that's what
it's the most fun.
Yeah, of course.
I find that with all video games, it's like I want God mode. Like I want to just win. I don't want to challenge.
Yeah, of course, dude. So to sit there and win and everything to be good.
Yeah. Anyways,
I totally get it, dude. And yeah, like we did play a fair amount of THPS1.
Yeah.
But what really took off in our neighborhood, like I said, was THPS2 because of manualing. And dude, my left thumb would get like raw because when I'd be in the air, I'd go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like to make sure the manual like got, registered. And so we'd play for hours and I just beat the hell out of my left thumb manualing. But anyways,
they actually have that's actually called hawk thumb. They actually have a medical term for that.
Really?
From the game, yeah.
No way.
No,
oh my
not.
God. God damn it. I almost bought that because I feel like I had hawk thumb, dude.
Yeah, dude. Same.
I had it bad. So anyway, so the fascination with grinding, I mean, I literally used to play that game so much that like I'd be riding in the car and just looking at the guardrails and just being like, oh my, like I could grind on that all day. So what's that?
Still think that.
You still do that? You still go through your life just thinking about grinding on everything?
Honestly, yeah, sometimes.
Wow.
And I could never grind things I could never grind on. Even when I did skateboard, I look at it, I'm like, man.
I wonder what the longest grind ever is.
I don't know. It's probably at like a prom or a homecoming.
Yeah, that's true. Do an Usher song.
Yeah.
I remember Steve Caballero's highlight video. He did like a board slide down one of those like kind of multi-level like school railings or whatever.
That's so tight.
So sick. Anyways. All right. So I've teased this long enough. Let me introduce to you what hopefully is a new concept. And it might just, you might be like, oh, I remember this when it comes up.
Okay.
These are soap shoes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, baby. Let's take a look at soap shoes.
Please.
So for the folks at home, we've got a Soap Shoes 1997 international sales commercial.
Okay, hell yeah.
Let me skip ahead a little bit.
Ooh,
Folks, you didn't need a board to grind with these things.
no.
You just put on your Jenkos, find there's little group of ladies and impress.
And just jump, dude.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah, man. It's
Look
like
how fucking cool that is.
all the coolness of rollerblading without like even the minimal danger of it. Like,
yeah. Look at that chick. Did you see her?
oh my God,
how
just
impressed that chick
sitting
was?
completely still with no smile. Yeah.
Enthralled.
He's so impressed.
Dude, look how chill these dudes are.
They look sick as fuck. Damn,
For the
dude.
folks that are just listening, we're just watching absolute bros grind on shit, dude, with nothing but a pair of 6 shoes that have a plastic plate on the bottom of them. And
Can you imagine how jarring that would be to see someone just like jump up on a rail with soap on their shoes and just like slide down it and then just run away?
You'd be like, what world am I living in? Bizarre
Yeah.
reality. I mean, this is as sick as it gets.
It is, dude.
Did you ever so you were familiar with them? There was a kid in our school that had them. He was
That's
very
hilarious.
cool, obviously.
What was his deal?
I don't know, dude. I don't think he ever actually ground on anything with them, but it was more of
Was
a
he allowed
choice
to have a skateboard or rollerblades?
I don't think he was. I don't think he was
soap.
coordinated enough for a skateboard, so he did the next best thing, which was soap.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I love that.
I mean, yes, and it made me think of the Vans, because it had like a stylist. It had kind of the same style as Vans. And I remember when I got my first pair of Vans, I was like, all right, that was the missing link.
Yeah,
like,
now I'm
okay,
awesome at this.
Yeah, I'm not very good at skateboarding, but like if I keep playing Tony Hawk, I'll get better. So I'll become more familiar with the tricks. And I remember after playing Tony Hawk for so long, you're just convinced you can go out there and rip it.
Oh my God, yes, dude.
And then you go out there and just bang up your shins, or at least that's what I did.
Yeah, Tony Hawk. I feel like by the time Tony Hawk came out, I was like on the tail end of my real life skateboarding.
Oh, really?
You
were a skateboarder before Tony Hawk.
I kind of made it cool, yeah, before the Hawk, man.
You were the guy.
You
were the guy before Tony.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm just looking at, did it really come out in, oh no, I was probably still doing it in 2000. Yeah.
What are you asking about? Did what come out?
The game came out in 2000. Is that accurate?
The original came out in 2000? In 2000?
2. I'm thinking.
Oh, 2. Okay. So
I don't know that I really
played.
Yeah, I was way more a 2.
I was a 2. I was a 2 head.
Which one? Okay, so what was the soundtrack of 2 versus 1?
So 2 had Guerrilla Radio. I'm glad you asked.
Mm-hmm.
Or ask. It had Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine.
Yep.
Power Man 5000, When Worlds Collide, Papa Roach, Blood Brothers, not Blood Brothers the band, it was Papa Roach song.
Yeah.
Millencolin, Lagwagon. The first one had Jerry Was a Race Car Driver by Primus.
Is that the one with
Superman by Goldfinger? Yeah, which is sick, and I gotta give it to you. That's a ska song, and that song's fucking sick, dude.
Song rules, dude. You come across anything about that song in your research?
No. Give it to me.
Show you a little something from January 2023.
Oh, baby.
I'm just gonna play it.
So there's no setup.
Wait, what am I doing? I don't even know what I'm sharing right now, actually. Hold on.
I don't think a very suspect website was just shared.
It was Applejack from
yeah, that's right.
From My Little Pony.
DeviantArt.
Okay, so
here we go.
Seeing this?
Yes, I am.
All right.
And he said, "This is the
Goldfinger.
biggest fucking selling video game of all time, and your song Superman is in that fucking game."
Wow.
You know anything about this guy, John Feldman, the singer of Goldfinger?
Whoa, Hawk.
Birdman.
Hawk himself.
This is at House of Blues in Anaheim in January 23.
Wow.
What's up, everybody? How are you?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I hope you know this song.
He's so monotone, dude.
Yeah, he was like not built for the stage.
Yeah.
Hello.
He looks like a pencil up there. Yeah.
He's sick as hell, dude. Look at him. For the folks listening, Tony Hawk is an absolute natural entertainer on stage.
Yeah. He's performing live.
Yeah, he's not doing too bad.
I'm gonna keep playing this, but what's funny to me is John Feldman, the singer of Goldfinger. He's like, Tony Hawk, the mic is yours, dude. As he proceeds to go to every other microphone and sing along as he's also
can't help himself.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. This is such a great song.
Yeah. Even better with Hawk.
Oh, dude.
Get the idea.
You know what? As a kid, I thought he said, sometimes I want to go in a hallway.
I mean, that'd make a lot of sense.
Yeah, for the longest time, I was like, oh, he wants to go in a hallway. That's kind of odd, but
You're like, yeah,
I
dude,
guess
like
it
you
makes
got
sense. He
kicked
wants
out
to
of
get
class,
away.
kind of a
Yeah,
badass, get
He
away.
wants to be alone in the hallway, dude.
So yeah, that was the Hawkman singing Superman with Goldfinger, the original artist of that song. Did you like Goldfinger at all?
Not beyond that song.
The first album I really liked, they had a song Here in Your Bedroom that was a very popular song.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I think I see something going on here.
Well, I have a very similar thing to share.
Okay,
sorry,
perfect. And so anyway, but John Feldman is like a huge music producer now. So he has done he did like 5 Seconds of Summer. He did that terrible Blink record with Matt Skiba, like Avril Lavigne shit. He's very successful.
I do remember now that you say that, seeing his name with like the Goldfinger parenthetical following it.
Yep.
And like being like, oh yeah, okay. Yep.
And interestingly enough, Goldfinger in 2023, they play like I think a couple shows a year or something. He's like turbo loaded now. The bass player for Goldfinger now is the lead singer of MXPX. Were you familiar with that band?
Yeah, actually, MXPX. I saw them play at like a house party.
Really?
There's like 40 people there. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because they were touring with a band that I knew. And so they were like in town, they had a night off, so they like played. It was like a town or two over, like rural area.
That's so tight.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, and they just like played a live show like on the front porch of this house. Pretty sick.
That's so rad. I used to love them. I remember I met the same guy we're talking about, Mike Herrera at South by Southwest, and I was like, dude, like I'm such a huge fan of your band, like you're like such a big inspiration. Like I was listening back when I was in 7th grade, and I remember he was like, oh, and they kind of walked away. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
I was like, oh, all right, never mind, fuck you. All right, but yeah, show me what you got.
Oh yeah, so this is just something I wanted to share. This is similar. So this is the Dead Kennedys playing another classic Tony Hawk song. I'll skip ahead a little bit to like 30 seconds.
Okay. What the hell of a kick.
Do you remember this one?
I can't hear your audio right now. Might need a little might need to do a little reshare.
Let's let me try that again.
Okay. By the way,
sound.
Were you ever into Dead Kennedys?
No. I was never like a super punk guy.
Yeah.
But is that working?
Yeah.
Do you know this? Do you remember this song?
Wait. No, what is this?
Yeah, we'll give it a second.
Yeah.
You'll recognize it. This is from Tony Hawk 1.
Okay, yeah. Yep,
You remember
this? Yes.
Yeah. What I got a kick out of was the fact that like all these people in the crowd are like super punk, and then like the actual guy from Dead Kennedys like looks like this.
Professor. Yeah.
This is like a dad.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Dude, I mean, how sick is that? Like that guy's like an original punk, but he's like he finally conformed to society after like 60 years. It's like, all right, I gotta give it up.
Dude, that's the dream. I remember when I was a little kid looking at like Guitar World magazine and things like that. And there used to be those ads for that. I think it's still a company, Rockabilia. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It
It's
sounds
like
familiar, but I'm not.
it's
Yeah.
like a merchandise thing. So it's like t-shirts and patches and shit like that of like tons of different rock bands.
Yeah.
And I remember being so little, and Dead Kennedys had a song or like an album or something called like Too Drunk to Fuck. And I remember like just not understanding that sentence. And I was like, yeah, dude, like too
Oh, dude, I
drunk.
totally related to that when I
Yeah,
was a kid.
yeah, of course. And I was reading it like too drunk to fuck. And like I had no idea what that meant.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck yeah, man, punk rock, too drunk,
Oh,
to
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Also in those Rockabilia ads, there was Lita Ford, I remember, was a singer, I think from the 80s or something. And her and Madonna both had very tiny topless pics in those ads.
Whoa,
and as a
careful.
young man, I used to be
Wow.
excited to see those.
I'm not familiar with old Lita, but I'll have to do a little research later.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, I went through the soundtrack and listened, and I remember like as a kid hearing Jerry was a race car driver.
Yeah.
And just not even knowing like what that noise was. Obviously he's playing bass, but like he's tapping. Yeah. It's like a weird Les Claypool, just like a god on bass. But
yeah, he's sick.
That song was sick. Superman by Goldfinger I'd flagged, Psycho Vision by Suicidal Tendencies, and then that Dead Kennedy song. But to your point, I mean, the second one was like there were songs on the first soundtrack that I didn't even remember. I was actually shocked. I was like, I don't remember that at all. But yeah. THPS 2, that soundtrack, I knew like every single song.
I need to pull up the track listing for that. Let me see. You'd think there'd be a link on the wiki to the track listing of the soundtrack.
No way. Yeah, there were some big songs on there. I think like the first soundtrack was a little more underground. And then the Success, they probably were able to get bigger acts. So they got like Rage Against the Machine, Papa Roach, who was huge at the time. Powerman 5000 was even huge at the time. Do you remember Powerman 5000 when they came out? It was like Rob Zombie's little brother.
Was that really Rob Zombie's little brother?
It's Rob Zombie's little brother. Yeah.
I thought of them as like the Slim Jim commercial. Like they reminded me of that.
Yeah, like I was super like in your. I remember, didn't he have like blonde like hair and like goggles on his forehead or something? The singer of Power Man.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know if I'm envisioning Power Man or if I'm envisioning the Slim Jim commercials where the guy that had like the really tall hair. But I think it's about the same.
Dude, do you remember Static X? Speaking of tall hair.
Yes, this is not how I remember Power Man 5000 whatsoever. So
yeah, Spider. He's Rob Zombie's little brother.
That's sick.
Can you imagine being the parent of Rob Zombie and Spider?
No, I cannot. That'd be fucking wild.
So
Static X. This is who I'm thinking of. This is who I'm thinking of, baby.
That hair blew me away as a kid, bro.
Oh my god!
I was like, holy hell, this guy's metal as hell.
Tall, dude. Pull up.
So sick.
Can you find this?
He died though, by the way, and there's a new singer, but like they won't reveal his identity. He's under a mask.
We're just trying to keep that under wraps, but never mind.
Cut that.
Yeah. Just kind of Static X. Yeah. Other great songs: No Cigar, Millencolin, May 16th, Lagwagon, fucking rules.
Yep, those are the two that I have flagged on my list here. Actually, No Cigar. Here's how I have them labeled: Millencolin, No Cigar, parentheses, so sick. Lagwagon, May 16th, also so sick.
They're both so sick, dude.
Those are my show notes.
Were you ever a big fan of either of those bands?
No, like for whatever reason, I never dug into the discography of any of the Tony Hawk bands outside of Primus. I got into Primus like through somebody else who was like a bass player as well, and they were like, dude, you got to check out Les Claypool. The stuff he's doing is just like mind-blowing. But no, I never dug into any of the other bands.
I saw Primus live once when I was like a very little kid at
confusing.
It was super confusing, dude, because I was walking into a big like radio festival, and I I was going with my dad, and the bass was just like pumping through, and like it still has that low end, live, even though he's playing like those high notes and the fucking like and like it was just so powerful. It was sick as hell. As a young child, I remember being very impressed.
Yeah, he's a monster, dude. I used to, I think it was Kazaa or LimeWire,
right?
If you're familiar with those. I used to like download music videos. And I remember downloading the Tommy was a, or what was it? Tommy the Cat or Tommy the, what was the name of that song?
I don't know. I was downloading other kinds of videos off of those services.
I was purely music. Oh, it's Tommy the Cat. So it's Tommy the Cat by Primus.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
I blew me away. Oh, it's crazy. It's like a crazy like bass line. But I remember like being so excited, letting it download overnight because that's the only way I could do it because I had dial up. And being able to see, because it was so hard to like see people like playing unless you went to see them live or they were on MTV or something.
Yeah.
But I remember downloading that video and like being able to see Les Claypool play bass and just being like, holy shit, like that is crazy.
I remember it is so wild because he plays so interestingly, and
it's like slap bass and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you ever
flamenco styles.
You ever slap that thing? You slap that bass around?
Slapping. I learned how to slap because of Les. I was like, that's sick. I want to do that.
Yes. And what was I remember like young bass, slap bass, the song for me to like master it was Love Roller Coaster by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Which was just like bong, 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 bong. It was super fun to play.
Is that the one that was on the Beavis and Butthead soundtrack?
Exactly right. Yeah.
Roller coaster. Yeah.
That was a good soundtrack. The Nirvana song, I Hate Myself, I Want to Die. That song fucking rules.
That was on there? I don't remember that one. I remember
Secret Track, maybe.
Oh, that's probably why I didn't know about the Secret Track. I knew White Zombie was on there. No Doubt, Snakes in a Basket was on there.
Oh yeah. Is that the song that's like bump bump? I love that riff. I still play that riff, dude. Like,
really?
Yes, I love that riff.
When I heard that riff, I was like, "Holy hell!" I was like, "I'm a badass." Just for listening. Yeah,
dude. When they take it to like from the E to the A, like it's like bump bump on E, then it goes to A, and then it's so sick. Man, I haven't thought about that in forever, but that is like it's funny, how you have those riffs that you just like sometimes play, like that is 100%. One of them for me. I love that riff.
That's so good.
Okay,
what the hell were we talking about?
What were we talking about? I guess the soundtrack. So did you know Tony Hawk put out a 7-inch in 2022?
He put out a what?
Oh yeah, he pulled
out Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Tim Allen, by the way, with Pamela Anderson?
I did. Yeah, he pulled his tool out. Yeah,
he pulled out a 7-incher of his own.
Yeah, he sure did, baby. And what he said, like, I've seen you naked. It's only fair that you see
now
me
we're
naked.
even. Yeah,
that is such a pervy ass thing to say.
Dude, for sure. Sorry, I completely derailed that. So he put out.
You didn't.
He put out an album.
He put out a 7-inch record. And it was with, I guess, this band, I guess a punk rock supergroup called Punk Rock Karaoke.
Interesting.
Could have gone a little bit more original with the name there, but it was the drummer from Goldfinger, guitarist from Circle Jerks and Bad Religion, someone from Pennywise, someone from the Dickies. And they did like 2 cover songs, but let's see, I think I have the cover art. I'll just show you the cover art. This was the 7-incher that Mr. Hawk.
Yeah, get that 7-incher up on the screen.
Yeah.
So wow. Dude, Tony looking like a boss, like a ska boss.
He does look like a ska boss.
Damn, dude, that art's sick as hell too. Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. It looks so awesome. He's just looking at. He's like, "Wait, this is 7 inches."
He looks so old there, dude. God damn.
I know, he does.
Sad.
But actually, it's interesting what you just brought up, and in terms of Tim Allen, because this is all kind of tied together in a second here. So we've talked a little bit about Hawk as a musician. Yeah, and I'm sure you're familiar. You saw a couple things of times when he was an actor. Are you familiar? No. So he is a cameo god, dude. He has just been doing cameos He was in Lords of Dogtown, Gleaming the Cube, obviously those types of things. But he was also in The Simpsons. And very early on in his career, he was a guest on Captain Kangaroo. Are you familiar with Captain Kangaroo?
I am. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, me too. Love the Kangaroo. Let me play you a quick clip of Tony Hawk on Captain Kangaroo.
I'm trying to remember. Captain Kangaroo was that like a British kids show?
Can you see it?
Holy shit, dude.
So I don't know the origins of it. I'm gonna preface this. When I was little, like I saw Captain Kangaroo's haircut. I don't think I ever watched the show. I saw his haircut and I thought he was like mentally ill. Like I was like, what is this guy's deal?
I think you were right.
Yeah, but okay, so this is Tony Hawk on Captain Kangaroo.
There's so many things to do, Captain.
Do you hear that?
I do.
Oh, you mean like skateboarding, like Bunny Rabbit is doing, huh?
Yeah, like
How's this guy on TV?
I don't know.
Johnny.
Skateboard Johnny, who's that?
What the fuck is this, dude? It's
Yeah,
so
dude.
weird.
Skateboard Johnny.
I'm shocked at like the lack of charisma on that guy.
Young
Wow,
Hawk.
This is Young Hawk.
Why do you
Tony
ride
Frank
a
Hawk.
skateboard, Johnny? Why do you
Anthony
ride
Frank
a
Hawk.
skateboard, Johnny?
Wow.
Why do you ride a skateboard, Johnny, early in the morning? I ride because it's quicker
Damn,
than
so for the
walking.
folks that are
Riding on
listening,
wheels
we've
is
got
quicker
footage
than
from
walking. I don't
the
feel like doing
80s,
much
what, mid
walking
80s, would
early
you say?
in the
Early
Yeah.
morning.
80s?
Mid, early 80s, yeah.
Finally see you decided what to draw, huh?
Oh my god,
Yep,
this guy
I
is
sure have.
insane.
But you
Zero
have to
charisma.
guess.
Well, if I had to guess, I'd probably think
Clearly
of,
reading off a cue card as well.
we just saw
Yeah,
Skateboard
exactly.
Johnny.
It's,
Oh, that's
it's
close.
wild.
Close, but not quite.
Close, but not quite. I give up.
Okay, here it is.
Oh, for goodness sake, look at that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey,
I'll let you describe for the folks at home.
So he just drew a bunny skateboarding. It wasn't Johnny Skateboard with a little too hot for TV ad, kind of at a 45-degree angle.
Wow.
Where the penis would be
Where
on the horse. But so the reason why I say that is gonna kind of tie back around. So Captain Kangaroo, King Charisma, his name was Bob Keeshan. Are you familiar with Bob Keeshan?
No.
Okay, well.
Wait, you said Bob is Captain Kangaroo?
Yes.
AKA King Charisma?
Yeah, King Charisma. That was just a name I gave him.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah. So King Charisma.
I assumed.
Yeah. So Keeshan Charisma Kangaroo, he was on this show. I'm currently looking at a frozen screen.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of. I think we're back now.
Okay, yeah, we're back, baby.
Are we good?
All right,
Yeah.
So Bob Keeshan. I don't know if it's Keeshan, probably not that. According to this book, Last Stage Manager Standing, by this guy Daniel Morgan, a longtime CBS stage manager.
Try to keep up with this, folks.
Yeah, try to keep up. Before Keeshan used to go on stage, he would flash his sidekick, this guy Hugh Lumpy Brawnin, aka Mr. Green Jeans. He would apparently like take out his dick and put a pencil under it and wave it at this guy Lumpy, and then just like walk onto set and start talking, like doing his lines
to children.
Yeah, I guess. And so apparently this guy Lumpy had enough eventually, and one day while Bob was reading the final voiceover, walked up to him and started pissing on his leg.
What the fuck, dude?
So the Tim Allen penis coming out is kind of serendipitous
Relevant?
with what I wanted to share about Captain Kangaroo.
Dude, that is insane. I think we'll need to do an episode on that guy too.
I know.
Holy hell, man. Dude, it's like every like childhood hero is slowly being revealed as like a menace. Like
They got Mr. Rogers.
They haven't gotten Rogers yet, but I've got a feeling something's going on with that guy.
Yeah, there's
He was
something
too
in that
pure.
neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
I think
behind
it's just
those
a matter of
cardigans.
time. What's
Yeah.
that?
Something behind those cardigans. And
That's
definitely
right.
something in those khakis.
He's hiding something sinister in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Good job digging into that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. One thing I had in my notes that I forgot to mention earlier, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
when we were talking about our skateboarding careers was that I actually went to a skate park once, but was too nervous to do anything.
Hell
So
yeah.
I literally just like stood at the top of a ramp among like other skaters for like an hour and a half and just like watched other people
Just
go. And I
kinda
was like,
like,
oh,
yeah.
I'll go next. I'll go next.
Yeah,
And they're
yeah,
like,
no,
"God,
I
bro."
got
And
next.
was
I
like,
got next. I
No,
got
no,
next.
I'm like, I'm a little sore. I hit the vert a little too hard last night. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go to the skate park. I finally like got the courage to say like I'm gonna go to the skate park, and then
course,
I
yeah.
literally just stood there. And then I remember like my mom being like, "How was it?" And I was like, "It's great."
It was great. I made a lot of friends,
crushed
and
it.
I did really good.
Another thing too was like it was a viable career choice to become sponsored at the time. That was the
Oh
goal.
yes,
It's like, oh, you heard, yeah. I was like, oh, you heard that guy sponsored. It's like, bro, you're just like set for life if you get sponsored.
Oh yeah, dude. But which basically you come to find out later in life, any sort of sponsorship or any sort of low level sponsorship, mid-tier sponsorship like that is like a free skateboard, a free shirt.
Exactly. We were sponsored by. Were you guys sponsored by Hurley?
Yeah.
By the way.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we were too.
Yeah.
It was like we just like went to the like warehouse and picked out like they were like you can pick out 3 things.
The biggest,
whatever it was.
the most. Did you get shit from Fox Racing?
No, we didn't get Fox.
Oh, I got so much shit from Fox. Just boxes and boxes of stuff from Fox.
That's sick as hell, dude.
But it's funny you bring up the skate park. I had a skate park memory. I went to the skate park a few times. I did like it. Doing very, not impressive little tricks on tiny little things.
Yeah.
But one time I had diarrhea in the porta potty the entire time. So I could, similar to you, I couldn't really skate and I was just getting sick. And then so same deal. My mom's like, how was it? I'm like, it was pretty chill. Like, it's like, yeah, it's great. It's like I was shitting my brains out in a closet outdoors for like 4 hours.
Dude, when you're a kid and you have diarrhea, it's just like crushes your entire world. Because at that point you don't have like all these responsibilities and all these things compartmentalized in your brain. It's like it's just a single stream of consciousness. It's like you're living in the now for the most part. And when the now is like diarrhea time, like it's all consuming, man.
You start getting the Rhea shakes, but like you don't want that at all,
dude. I'm trying to think of like times where I've like pooped my pants.
Yeah,
I think I escaped my youth without any like catastrophic.
Me too.
Pants pooping. There was a time where it's like a famous story in my family where my mom, I was like in the front yard with my mom and she heard the phone ring. And so she like ran inside to like grab it because she was like, oh, he's like right out front. Like, where could he go?
Yeah.
And then she like ran right back out and she swears it was like 15 seconds and I was just gone. And so she starts freaking out and so like gets the whole neighborhood looking for me. And like after an hour, they find me like in a bush, like right outside of our house. There was like a little like area of bushes.
Yeah.
And I just went in there to poop, dude. And I was chilling in there. I was like 3 or something.
Hell
so like
yeah.
the whole my mom's freaking. She thinks like I got kidnapped and like the whole neighborhood's looking for me. I was just chilling, dude. I just needed a little spot to poop, man.
We talking like an in the pants situation?
Oh yeah,
or...
I was pooping my sweatpants.
Yeah. Like, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go shit my sweatpants. I'd like to be alone for this.
Exactly.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah. My poor mother is probably traumatized. But
yeah, like she's like so excited that she found you, but then she's like, God damn it, like just have like shit smeared all over you.
Right. So what else do I have on my list here? Oh, I had what skateboard did you have? I had a Black Label skateboard.
Nice. I had
cool brand.
It is very cool, very dark, very mysterious of you.
I was a bad boy. Yeah. I was
dude.
like the bad boy of skating.
You spelled magic with a K at the end, I bet.
Yeah, it's you got that right. A C and a K.
Yeah, exactly. Of course. Yeah. Thank you. I had a few different ones over the years. It was really like a 2-year, 3-year period when I was like I was very into it for like 2 to 3 years when I was probably 12 to 14 or so. Yeah. I had a Flame Boy versus Wet Willie Slick World Industries.
Wow.
I had a Birdhouse, the Hawkman's brand. I think it was Bucky Lassick. Excuse me, little burp. First burp of the pod.
Wow.
I think I
Very nice.
had an
Impressive.
Acme, and then in later years, I currently have a skateboard. I have a blank.
What?
I think it's like CCS brand.
Wow.
But it's hilarious. So
You skate like every day.
No.
Finally reveal it.
Yeah, but it's funny because I always think to myself, I'm like, I can still do a heel flip and I can still do a big spin. Like those are the two tricks. I'm like, any day of the week, I bet I can do it.
Yeah.
But so in my head, I'm like probably still pretty good at this. You know what I mean?
Dude, of course.
But,
it's like riding a bike, dude.
But yeah. So I could land some of those tricks. Like this is it's been a couple years since I've, hopped on the board, but
yeah,
I remember one year I was like going to the beach or something, and I was like, let me just like grab a skateboard and try to like do some shit down there, and like, doing tricks in the grass and stuff, and like landing them and being like, hell yeah, like I can still skate.
Still got it.
So
chicks watching, just being like, damn, that guy's still like,
damn, I don't know why he's not on the street, but damn, those grass tricks are awesome. And so I remember so this had to actually be several years ago, because I was living in a condo at the time, and it was kind of near a Whole Foods. And so I'm like, I'm gonna skate over to Whole Foods, dude. And so like,
wow.
and I'm thinking like, I'm just gonna skate over there, grab some lunch, skate, boogie on back.
Dude, sick as hell.
Dude, I started skateboarding as soon as I got out my front door. Like every single crack in the sidewalk may as well have been the Grand Canyon. Like it was like, every crack was just like ka-tunk. And I was like, oh my God, dude, I couldn't do it. It was so embarrassing. I probably had like, I don't know, my wheels are probably like 52s or something. And then like
52 is no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. It's millimeters. But I was just getting caught on. I had to pick it up and just walk to Whole Foods with a skateboard in my hand.
That's a cool look though, too.
Not really, man. Like it didn't look cool. It definitely didn't look cool for me. Like I did not look like I should be skateboarding. And for some reason in my head, like I didn't think it was gonna look cool. I was just like, maybe I did on some level, but I was just like, yeah, let me skate to Whole Foods. I'm like, maybe I'll just start skating places. Like, no, that was a one and done.
Skateboarding, for people that have never tried it, is really fucking hard.
It's way harder than you would think.
It's way harder than you would think. I mean, it makes sense. Like if you think about it, you just got a board. There's nothing like attached to you. It's like a whatever. But like what happens is you watch these pros. They make it look so easy and natural.
Yeah, dude.
It's insane. But yeah, when you go to try it, like I literally skateboarded for like 2 years and could only do like 3 tricks. Like
yeah,
it's
same.
really
I mean, like
fucking hard.
It wasn't that like, yeah, it wasn't that many. Like you'd land a new trick like once every several
every
months.
6 months.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah.
And I think a lot of people's point of reference for skateboarding was if they didn't actually skateboard, like they would have one of those Toys R Us like Nash skateboards. I don't know if you remember Nash.
Oh yeah.
Like either from Toys R Us or somewhere. And like a lot of times, I think they improved over time, but originally they had like plastic bearings.
Yeah, they would barely move.
Yeah, they would barely move.
Yeah.
So you'd step on that and you're like, oh, that's what stepping on a skateboard's like.
Yeah.
But dude, when you step on a skateboard with some fucking greased
Sick
up
bearings.
Lucky bearings or something, like it's just like just stepping on it. Like if I stepped on a skateboard right now, I might break my neck.
100%. I remember convincing my mom to get me like nice bearings.
Yeah, you're like I've made a serious mistake.
And then I like got on it and I was like, oh shit. Like I can't actually ride this thing. I have no idea, dude. It's been so long.
Yeah.
But I remember like going to a skate shop nearby and like getting the bearings and being like, oh, now I'll be good. I was always like one step away. I was like, I must be missing something. It can't be me. Like I must be missing some piece of equipment. Like my trucks are shitty. The deck isn't good. The bearings are too slow. It's like the shoes. It's got to be something.
It's like such a precursor to like the old white man golf thing. It's like I'm just like
I gotta get a better driver.
Yeah, I just like that'll do it. That's so gonna do it.
Well, we're coming up on a minute left here, so and I've still got some ground to cover. I don't know about you.
I've got plenty. Yeah, let's go.
Well, let's go. Let's jump to part 3.
Part 3, folks. Tune in.
Adios.